Pangasamidam Shanti, peace to you, peace to me. Hello and welcome to another video. My name is Peter and today I would like to talk about acceptance. Acceptance. Accept. So what happens when we don't accept, we don't practice acceptance? Well, one of the most obvious reasons, or one of the most obvious outcomes if you're not accepting, is you start to become frustrated, but even worse, anger. You feel anger. I'm really angry now. I'm really going to do something about it. You're not accepting the situation and coming back. Anger is consuming. It will start to eat away at you. It's stored in the liver. We can get rid of anger by actually working our liver meridians, training, tapping the liver, which is on the right side. Just tapping, it's a very good way of helping to dissipate anger. Liver meridian, stretching out the body, bending down and up and down, stretching out the body, getting rid of that anger, diffusing it. But acceptance is on the map of consciousness. It's a higher level on the map of consciousness, which is a level of muscle testing created by Dr. David Hawkins. And anger is a low level vibration, whereas acceptance is a higher level of vibration. You're moving up the densities, or the dimensions. You're going up into 4D. If you start to acceptance, you start to move up your consciousness. Actually, life seems to be going much faster for me now because of the raising of vibration that I'm doing. And it's fascinating. So I'm losing all the anger still, and accepting what the state of the world is. It doesn't mean you have to be happy about it. I'm not happy about it at all. Not at all. Especially a lot of the information that's coming out at the moment, it actually does make me feel that anger. But the anger's, I'm allowing it to come out of the body through movement and breathing, deep breathing. We're really doing a lot of deep breathing at the moment because I do have slightly weaker lungs because of how I was born, basically. So I work my body a little bit harder now. I'm taking vitamin C, vitamin D3, doing a little bit more exercise, a little bit more breathing exercise, a bit more meditation to help me through this. But it works. So I'm accepting what the situation is and keeping my head cool. So in the practice that we do, which is Body and Brain from Milchi Lee, it's water up, fire down. So the water up, once you accept, you're in acceptance, the water can naturally rise up. The cooler energies comes up into your brain stem, which allows you to have a cooler head to navigate around all the madness that we're actually seeing at the moment in the world. And seeing actually quite a lot of us are very selfish. That's all coming out, where there's this mass buying, this mass fear. People grab, not actually thinking the people behind them might need something as well. Ever thought of that? There's abundance there, and the next lot of supplies will be coming in. But no, this mass hysteria, people grabbing. Almost like they've all been listening to Alex Jones a bit too much. Oh my God. The fear is astronomical at the moment, and it's refusing to accept the situation. The situation is this: there is a virus, COVID-19, that is going around. The mortality rates are less than 2%. So in China, that's China. Outside of China, it's even lower than that, and that's smaller than the flu deaths. That's less people dying now than children disappearing across the world. Why aren't people actually talking about that? I've accepted that situation, but it makes me angry when I see all of this coming up all across the media, across the world. Conspiracy, maybe. All across the world. And yet all these children that go missing every year across the world, not a whimper, not even a suggestion that this is an enormous amount of children across the world go missing every year. So it's acceptance, is accepting the situation, creating a cooler head. We say fire down as well. The actual expression is water up, fire down. So fire down in your belly, give you the passion and the power to get through any situation that you need, give you the strength. And it's your immune system. Accept your immune system is incredible. Your mind is a very, very powerful tool, but a very, very lousy master. Your mind can be twisted and turned by many different things. If you do a little bit of research into MK Ultra and the released documents that came out about that, they've been trying to control the mind since the 1950s, and in fact I would say it's been for thousands of years. That's certain individuals have been trying to coerce society into certain ways. That's a fact. It's not conspiracy theory, it's a fact. So it's getting control of your mind. A wonderful example of that I saw the other day was Wim Hof. Wim Hof's, I mean, we do breathing techniques like Danjon breathing and slowing the breath down, keeping it very simple and natural, which is what it should be. And there's other little techniques that you can use to try and help people to get to that position, because it's quite hard at first to learn how to breathe deeply, because as we age our breath tends to get shorter. But Wim Hof, it was incredible. He does this Iceman thing, if you haven't seen him, and he swims underneath the ice, he sits there and meditates on the ice. And he says he does it all through deep breathing. And he says, don't worry about all this fancy stuff with the nostrils and all this, just breathe in. And I've been doing that not for any extended period of time, but I've been doing it for the last week or so. I feel my lungs actually getting stronger. He is so passionate about his mind now being a tool for him to heal himself. He was actually injected with E. coli, which would have killed him, and the doctor asked him 2 or 3 times before he actually injected him, are you sure you want me to do this? Are you sure you want me to do this? And of course I said, no way. Anyway, he injected him, and he's sitting there and he's doing his breathing. After about 20 minutes or so, a little headache started to come, so he focused on that headache being dissipated out of the body with his breathing, releasing all the garbage out of the body, which is what we teach in Body and Brain. Keep releasing. Accept the situation and release it. And guess what? There was tiny traces of E. coli in his body, but it was all coming through the waste system. He used his body and his breathing to stop that E. coli attacking his body. So they thought he was an anomaly, an enigma. And so they got one of his students to come in and do the same thing. And again, the doctors were scratching their head by now, thinking, wow, how can this guy have done this? And they did it again, the same test on one of Wim Hof's students. Same result, exactly the same result. So they're obviously accepting the situation, that they've got E. coli coming into their system. They're sitting there calmly, breathing deeply in the parasympathetic nervous state, allowing the body to deal with this problem. So how powerful is your mind? We don't know. How powerful is your pineal gland? We don't know. We're just starting to uncover, which means the apocalypse, unveiling of this knowledge is just starting to come out. And it's absolutely fascinating what's going on this planet, what human beings are capable of doing, and how we could actually liberate ourselves from this terrible matrix, this terrible way that we've all been living, and actually move into a different way of living with each other and cooperating with each other rather than competing. So that's not just a pipe dream, it's something that we can all move towards, and it's something that we all need to do individually. If you were to take it like the Muslims say it's the jihad, I would say it's like the jihad is like the battle between your brainstem and your neocortex is actually getting in control of your mind, so that it's your tool, not your slave. And your mind and your intelligence here, you need to take back your brain. Take back your brain so that you can use your brain for the good of your life and the good of everybody around you, rather than being coerced into many different ways. So acceptance is one of the biggest keys to that. Accept where you are. Doesn't mean you have to like it, love it. It means you can still feel those emotions, but you don't have to react. You can respond, you accept, and then you can monitor it all in your head and respond accordingly. You'll find out when you do this how brilliant each and every one of you are. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please like and subscribe, and I'm sure I'll see you in the next video. Sarang Hamida.